Brown Boxing, and I'm back in the building. Shout out to the LDBC. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. So I'm reading this boxing scene article, and it's about Jeison Rosario saying that he wants to prove that he's the best at 154. In this article, Jeison Rosario, he admits that Jermell Charlo is the best. He wants the opportunity to prove that his win over Julian Williams back in January 18th was not a fluke when he became the unified champion at 154. So, he said that his focus and his only desire is to face Jermell Charlo in the first fight back from this pandemic, meaning no tune-ups whatsoever. This is according to Jeison Banana Rosario. With that being said, I find it not to be all that genuine. I say that because in one note, I've seen articles where Steven Espinoza has spoken on the return of boxing most likely will consist of a lot of tune-ups, even though that's not his goal. Him making that statement alone and mentioning a lot of tune-ups just tells me that's the direction that they're headed into when boxing finally returns. But another thing in this article, Jeison Rosario said, I will do what my promoter Samson says. So I don't feel like his call out of Jermell Charlo is all that genuine. It's a fight that I definitely want to see, but I've seen fighters extremely focused and their goal is to prove that they're the best, and they don't take no for an answer. Even if contractually it may be out of their control, you know, they say it in a way to let it be known to the world like these are my true intentions. But what Jeison Rosario was saying to me is his promoter calls all the shots. I mean, I believe it. Jeison Rosario, he's not some superstar in boxing. Maybe he's just being a realist about it, and he's looking at it from whatever back end information that he has. That part I really don't know. Now, it's a fight that I definitely want to see. I mean, Jeison Rosario, he showed me a lot in that Julian Williams fight, and some people may look at it as a fluke. That's not necessarily the way I want to look at this. We're talking about 154-pound division, the most competitive division in boxing. To me, it's the division in boxing where the guys actually get in the ring and they fight one another. I don't want to downplay Jeison Rosario. I'm not going to downplay Jermell Charlo. I'm going to give both of these guys the credit that they deserve because I don't want the winner to be downplayed whatsoever. I said it because we have plenty of people in plenty of other divisions that have captured 3 belts, but it's all been under like a lot of questionable circumstances. Prime example, when Canelo was capturing all of these belts and he said his goal was undisputed, then he reneged. We found out later that he popped dirty. At this point in time, that's not the case for the 154-pound division. These guys have taken a tough road. They've been clean fighters. They've had false accusations thrown at them, even though none of these guys have failed a drug test. So I want to give Jeison Rosario 100% credit and say his win wasn't a fluke over Julian Williams. And I'm going to give Jermell Charlo his credit and say he did what he needed to do. He earned his belt back from Tony Harrison, and now he's moving forward, and it seemed like his eyes are focused on Jeison Rosario to unify the division. All for it, respect to these guys 100%. It's just the only thing I don't like when it comes to this particular article. It just doesn't come off to be all that genuine. We'll see how things play out. We'll see we'll see the discussions of who Jeison Rosario and who Jermell Charlo intend on fighting when boxing actually returns. And we'll see if they're consistent when it comes to this unification bout. Like I said, I'm all for it. It's the WBC, WBA, and the IBF titles potentially on the line. And, I mean, let's officially crown a king of the division. It's Nino Brown Boxing. Shout out to the LDBC, and I'm out.